Hello all and welcome back to this fifth video of my Python tutorial for beginners. Now I've already created 4 videos. If you haven't checked that out, please go there and see my earlier videos that explains Python for you. In this video, as you already saw, we are going to be talking about the input function in Python. So the input function is as important as the print function. Now it's a little different from the print function, although the syntax is almost similar. So the input function, let me write the definition for you here. Input function is used to accept accept a value of a variable from a user. That is the reason why we use the input function. So the syntax is quite simple. We just write input, and inside these parentheses we put our string. So generally when we use input function, a value of a variable is returned. Hence we first have to declare the variable so that we can set the value of the variable using the input function. Let's call the variable input underscore 1 is equal to input. So let me write input your text, right? So that is going to ask from the user to input some text, and that text is going to be stored in this variable input underscore 1. Now if you don't know about variables, you can even check out my video on variables, right? So once we have this input from the user who has run this code, we can use this input for many things. Of course we can go ahead and print it, print input underscore 1. Now this is a very simple code. I think there should be no doubt in this. Hello, this is my fifth video. Hello, this is my fifth video. It prints exactly what I have entered here. Now that is why we use the input function. Now sometimes when we want to convert the input that we are getting from the user, we can use the int function, the FLT function, or the str function. Now they are used to convert the input that we get from the user to some specific data type. Now this can be useful while making a simple calculator, right? So let's make a calculator which adds up two values. So let's write a is equal to input enter first, I forgot the quotations, enter first number, right? So this piece of code is going to store the first number in a and it's going to input it, of course. B is equal to input enter second number. So now this is going to ask for another number, and it's going to store it in B. Now let us declare an answer here. Now what will our answer be equal to? Any ideas? Yes, it will be equal to a plus b, since I told you that we are making a simple app that calculates the sum of any two numbers. So answer, we'll call it, is equal to a plus b. That's it. A plus b, right? Now that is our answer. The next thing we want to do here is print the answer, because if we don't print the answer, then what's the point of actually writing the answer, right? Now we're going to print the answer. So this is a very simple code. I don't think it requires much explanation. I'm making two variables a and b, which are going to input in my numbers. However, there is a catch here. Let's run this thing. Enter first number 1, 3. Why did it print the answer as 13? Yes, if you guess that the input always takes the value as a string, yes, you are very correct. Let me write this for you. The input function always takes default input type as string. Now that is a very fundamental information you have to know about the input function. Anything you ask it to take, it will always take it in the form of a string. Hence, if we want to convert it to an integer, because of course when we are adding it, we need it to be an integer, because only integers can be added, subtracted, multiplied or divided by. So let's write a is equal to int, and then I even need to put a bracket up here. Yeah. So a is equal to int input whatever are our user input. So now whatever is input, whatever is sent as an input by the by the user, that data is going to be converted to int. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Right. Now when we write a plus b, it's literally going to be the number added to the other number. Now let's try that. 2, 3. Yes, we get the answer as 5. By the way, when when I talked about arithmetic operators in my previous video, if you may have heard me, I told that arithmetic operators are mostly used on integers and floating point values. However, there are only two arithmetic operators can be used on strings. Only I write that ahead. Only two arth arithmetic operators can be used on strings. Now what are those two arithmetic operators? They are, yes, if you thought about addition and subtraction, you guessed it right, plus and asterisk, which is addition and multiplication. Now I think you already know what addition does. If we want to add two strings, what is this process called? It's called concatenation of strings. Concatenation of strings, right? Now that's what we call addition, and when we multiply them, it's generally called replication. Now these are the two operations you can perform on string values: concatenation and replication. Concatenation is the process of adding up two strings which joins the two strings. Replication is the process of basically multiplying that same string. Now I'll show you now I'll just comment out this whole thing, and I'll just show you how I'm going to concatenate two strings here. A is equal to enter first string, right? So now I'm going to write b is equal to enter second string. Now these are the two strings that I want the user to enter. Now I'm going to write c is equal to a plus b, print c. Now when I run this, okay, what's the error here? Oh sorry, I had to write input. Very big mistake by me, really sorry for that. Right, so we'll write input here, enter first string. What is our first string? Let it be hello, and let it be world, our second string. Now it's printing hello world. There's no space here, you can go ahead and add space as well. So if I write a plus a quotation mark and this, then it will print it with a space, since this represents space. So now let's run it. Enter first string hello and world. Okay, sorry, my mistake, I had to put a space here. Hello world. Yes, we have a space here, hello world. Now this is how you concatenate two strings. Let me write here hashtag concatenation. Now let me show you about replication. I'll just comment this out. Replication is nothing hard. It's basically you just declare another variable. A is equal to input enter string. Then all we're going to do, we're going to do print a times, let's say 5. Now when I run this, I write hello, it'll print the hello thing 5 times. Now that is what you call replication. Now this is how you do concatenation as well as replication. Now this is all you have to know about the input function and about concatenation and replication of strings. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe and come back for the next video. Thank you.